Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Blacktop Diaries, another beautiful day in Bridgeport. Just riding home. Perfect temperature outside. It was a good week. It was a good week at work today. Everyone brought in a little something from home and we did a big breakfast. It was real good. Pancakes, sausage, hash browns, bacon. I love breakfast. So I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about putting a cam in this thing. I don't know if I want to stick with the Woods 222 cams. I want a lot of low end torque. I'm not sure if that's the one I want to go with. We were talking about bike parts and performance bike parts today at work, and I think when anyone buys a Harley Davidson, there's obviously, or really any cruiser style motorcycle, I mean, number one thing that people always change is exhaust, right? No one likes the sound. I mean, I'm sure there might be one or two people out there that like the sound of a bone stock Harley. But yeah, it's even a meme, you know. If you ever feel useless, you know, just remember that there's someone out there whose entire job is to make stock exhaust pipes for Harleys. You know, that's the first thing people rip off of that bike and replace. But either way, I digress. We were talking about custom Harleys and performance baggers, you know, performance softails and Dynas and FXRs. I think like everyone has a different priority list. For me, I really like comfort on long rides. I've ridden long distances on Sportsters, and I've ridden long distances on Dynas, and I've ridden long distances on Softails, and I've ridden long distances on touring bikes. And obviously touring takes the cake in terms of comfort, because I think comfort's a big priority to me, because if you're not comfortable, you don't want to go ride. It's one of those things. It's like you walk out into the garage, it might be a little cold in the morning, and then on top of it, you have to ride a not very comfortable, not very fast bike a long way to get to where you're going. It's just not, you know, I don't know, maybe I'm getting soft as I get older, but I just like the comforts, you know. I like the wind protection, I like the saddlebags, I like the lower fairings. I love lower fairings. I like the highway bars, I like the handlebars being at shoulder height. All the little things that might make a bike more comfortable. But yeah, so everyone has a different list, right, of like priority things that they change on a motorcycle. Comment down below. Top 5 things that you change on a motorcycle when you buy it. I'm honestly interested to hear everyone's different priority list. So, my top 5 list goes as follows. Number 1, handlebars. I need the handlebars up. I don't know if it's weak back, hurt back, hips, I don't know. But I can't be down here like on a stock bike. I need the handlebars at least at shoulder height to me, or equal, at least a little bit below shoulder height. For me, that's the most comfortable. Number 2 thing that I need to change on a bike is the exhaust. Have to change the exhaust. I absolutely cannot stand the sound of a stock Harley. Can't do it. Third thing, and this is where a lot of people are gonna divert. You know, a lot of people are gonna, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th thing I believe is, so I've been thinking about this today. I think that's where most people start to change up. I'm pretty sure most people, the number 1 and 2 thing is handlebars and exhaust. It doesn't have to be in that order, but for me, the number 3rd thing is the seat. I like stock Harley seats, I really do. and they are very comfortable, but they don't do a lot for the lines of the bike. I think number 4 and 5 are, I mean, for me, nominal, you know, marginal, if you will. I don't think they're as important, but for me, the 4th thing would be air intake, and 5th thing, fuel mapping. So basically, my 5 things are a stage 1, a complete stage 1, which is exhaust intake and tune, with a new seat and new handlebars. To me, that is the most important things to change on a motorcycle when you get it, to make it fit you the most. But yeah, just something that something we were talking about today in the training classroom. So yeah, comment on this video the top 5 things that you like to change on a bike, whatever it is, be it paint, be it mirrors, be it other small accoutrements, putting stickers on bikes. I know that was frowned upon for a long time, but it seems to be making a comeback. I think I have 1 sticker on this bike, but my Softail, I had a couple stickers. Person doing? Rocking out. So yeah, next, 1 second, I gotta scratch my nose. So yeah, next modification on this bike, I'm not sure. You know, I planned, again, in one of my earlier videos, I talked about this, that this bike was an experiment to see if I was not so much ready, but kind of like ready for a bagger to settle down into a, not settle down, a lot of people do some crazy shit on baggers, but if I was ready to make the step from Softail to bagger. But I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this bike for how long, so I don't know if I'm going to do too much to it. If it is, it'll probably just be minor little cosmetic things here and there. But the bike, I mean, is pretty much the way I like it. I like the handlebars where they're at. The exhaust has been changed out. I got some Reinhardts on it. It does have the stock intake, and it hasn't been tuned, but I do have an aftermarket seat on it that is, I mean, it's alright. It's not the best for long distance, but I'm gonna, that's honestly the 2 things that I'm probably gonna do to this bike before I end up getting a new one, is a taller windshield and a new seat. I think I desperately need a new seat, and I think the taller windshield will help with obviously the wind, in shielding the wind. But I've been I really like Saddlemen. I had a Saddlemen on my Lowrider S and I loved it. To me, the break-in period on a Saddlemen seat is a bit harsh. I must have put, I mean, I must have put 12,000 miles on that Saddlemen, and even when I'm not a light guy, I'm a $180, you know, but it just never seemed to quite break in. It seemed rather stiff for a long time. Even when I got rid of it, I got rid of it with the Saddlemen on it, and the Saddlemen just still felt really stiff. I don't know. So I'm pretty sure I picked out the next seat I'm gonna buy, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy a LaPera kickflip. I think it's the kickflip. Whiplash. The Lapera Whiplash for the touring models. It's cheaper than a Saddleman, and my buddy Rob has got one on his ST, and it is super comfortable. So, pretty sure that's the one I'm going to go with. Yeah, that and Clockworks. I'm thinking about doing the 6.5 inch Clockworks. Right now this windshield is like maybe a 4 inch. Nah, wait. No, that's definitely 9. Right, guys? Right? It's 9? No? Alright. So I'm probably going to get the 6.5 Clockworks. See how I like that. I don't like it when the windshields get too tall and actually you have to look through the windshield to see the road. I'm not a fan of that because I really like dark windshields. And I also just so happen to like to see the road. So yeah, new seat, new windshield, be good to go probably until I swap this bike for a newer one. And you know, the newer Harleys there for a long time. The new body styles of the new fairings, the street glides, the road glides. The fairings took a while to grow on me. They're starting to grow on me, especially with the Baja Designs LP6 light bar that they recently came out with. Blockhead about 5 months ago did a review and install video of the Baja LP6s on a 2025 Road Glide, or it could have been a 2024 Road Glide. Either way, it's the new fairing, and that it just looks so sick. The only thing left that I need to get my head wrapped around is the gas tanks. I think the new gas tanks are atrocious. They have this like hard line going down the gas tank. It's not this smooth classic Harley tank. It's like it comes out and then there's a harsh line and then it goes down and then rounds off. Looks like a Honda. I don't know what they were thinking when they made that. Maybe someone on their boardroom owned a Gold Wing at one point and they were just like, I got a great idea. But it looks like shit. But I digress. If Harley had the option, like at a dealer, we were talking about this at work today too. If Harley had the option to where you could walk in and look at the new 2025 Road Glides, Street Glides, and then you look at the new 2025 Road King Specials, if you could be like, take the gas tank off that Road King Special and you put it on that Road Glide and I'll buy it, that would be cool. Because for some oddball reason, they kept the gas tanks on the Road Glide, or the Road King, the same as the Rushmore years, including the saddlebags and the rest of the tins. It hasn't changed since the Rushmore series. So I don't know why they just decided to mess with Street Glide and Road Glide, but I'm sure glad they did, because at least you can buy a gas tank off of a Road King. Pretty sure it might transfer over. It might be compatible. I'm not sure. You would hope. But, you know, eventually, I'm sure if all the gas tanks from Harley came out looking like that, eventually they'll get the rest of the people on board. But, I mean, don't fix it. It ain't broke, you know? The gas tanks on these Rushmore bikes are beautiful. They're perfect. Don't mess with it. I mean, you can mess with the technology inside of it, but the shape, you know. But then again, that's, you know, a tale as old as time. went from panhead to shovelhead, and everyone said, I'm sure, of course, I wasn't alive during these years, so I'm just going off of what people who were alive during those years are telling me. When they went from knuckle to pan, it was, oh, the pans are horrible. And pans to shovels, oh, the shovels are horrible. And shovels to Evos, oh, the Evos are horrible. Evo to twin cam, oh, twin cams are shit, it's all about the Evo. And then they did the same thing with Milwaukee 8. Everyone hated Milwaukee 8 for a little while. I didn't. I thought they were great. They finally put some geometry on the heads, rocker box covers. They made them look nice, and it wasn't just a block of billet sitting there. Not to mention the torque. Holy shit. Milwaukee 8s have so much torque from the factory. Blows these twin cams out of the water. But then again, I might be biased. I've owned more twin cams than anything else. My first Harley was a blockhead Sportster, Evo basically. And then my second and third Harley were twin cams. And then my fourth and fifth Harley were Milwaukee 8s. And then now I have another twin cam, so I like twin cams. Nothing wrong with them. You know, I really do like twin cams as far as I'm concerned, and according to my brother, who's a master Harley technician, twin cam was the best motor they ever came out with. The most reliable, the least amount of problems. Yeah, some of the earlier models had blow by pretty bad. Then the fuel injected models came out and everyone loved them. I don't know. You see twin cams all day long on like Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. Fucking 60, 70,000 miles on it. It's pretty good. I mean, if you were only gonna judge how good a motor was by how many miles you see on them and they're still going down the road, twin cam wins. I mean, you don't see an Evo with 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 miles on it all the time the way you do a twin cam. That's just my opinion, though. You know, everyone's got one, but that's mine. So today I finally ordered a new hydraulic master cylinder cover for the clutch. I got tired of looking at this chip paint. That dot fluid wreaks hell on paint. So that wasn't for me, that was from a previous owner. And speaking of buying bikes, I don't know what the hell happened, but the price of Harleys has completely fallen out from under itself. It's recently stabilized, but there are so many Milwaukee 8 baggers with low mileage on them that people are just offloading. And I might have understood this, and the prices aren't bad at all, and I might have understood this a few years ago, back before they fixed the sumping problems that the touring models were having. But man, every time I get on the Facebook Marketplace, there's another bagger with less than 2,000 miles on it for under 20 grand. Crazy. I'm not complaining because I want to buy them, so you know. What the hell? I'm excited. I'm excited for the future of Harley Davidson. I hope their boardroom meetings can get squared away and they can find someone to run the company who at least likes the company. Marma should make Marma hats. That'd be cool. What do you think goes in that rack on top of this Audi? What in the hell is that? Daddy, chill. What in the hell is even that? Oh good, I get to look at it for longer. Is that a kayak boat? Probably it's an Audi. A really, really big bicycle. If I wasn't afraid of human interaction, I'd pull up and talk to this person and ask him what the hell is supposed to go in that. Maybe it's for a zero-turn lawnmower. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, congratulations if you've made it this long into my video. I do appreciate it. Again, comment in the comment section below your top 5 favorite things, or at least must change things on a motorcycle. I am genuinely curious to hear about it, because I think we should all talk more about the hobby that we love, which is motorcycles and motorcycle riding and tinkering on motorcycles and things with 2 wheels with a motor, you know, like motorcycles. But anywho, thank you guys for watching my video, and I will see you when I see you.